Welcome to another episode of Walking Scotland's Coast one section at a time. Today we walk between Gamrie and Macduff, which is 14.5 kilometres or just over 9 mile. Looks like there's more cliffs and caves to explore, so let's get going. We're starting off here at Gamrie Harbour, heading west along the shorefront, then up to St John's Church in Kirkyard, before walking down the cliffs in the distance. This mural was on the hard box coffee wall. After the harbour we made our way along the front of these houses precariously perched on the edge of the seawall, not an uncommon sight in villages in this area. Out of the village we got to a small sandy beach, both of which can be seen better from the aerial view this drone shot provides. 3/4 of the way along the beach the path heads inland at the gap in the hills and follows the route of this wee burn. It's a decent path that crisscrosses the burn a few times before heading up towards the Kirkyard, with a few spots where you can enjoy the view looking back to Gamrie and Crivey in the distance. Once at the top of the hill you can explore St John's Church and the Kirkyard. Just past the Kirkyard the path disappears or ends, and it's go back and take a massive detour or head up through the ferns and gorse bushes. Halfway up you get a cracking view back to where we started. After fighting through some more ferns you get to the top of the hill and to this random looking gap between the bushes which could have been an old road. You can probably hear it's a bit windy, so I couldn't get the drone up as much as I would have liked, so I had to film from the ground. If you're going to go exploring the cliffs and coast like this, I would recommend you don't go alone. For this walk I had Joanna again for company. If you want to see more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button at the bottom right of the screen and the notifications bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. After walking along the edge of a few more farmers' parks we stopped for a lunch break on this scenic cliff top. Looking onward you can see the remains of a path down to the shore, and looking back you get a better view of the cliffs that we've passed already. You might have noticed there's not really a path after the Kirkyard, so be prepared to jump a few fences if you decide to follow this route. A wee bit further on you can see the wind turbine, which is a bit of a focal point on this walk. It's not until you're right next to it to appreciate how tall it really is. Back to this path we spotted earlier, you can see the remains of a building at the top of the hill, which, according to the old maps, used to be a fishing station. Since we're trying to follow as close to the coast as possible, we headed down to the shore to get over the burn of Melrose. Then managed to get through the scrap of rocks as the tide was far enough out. Over this little ridge we came to another wee burn. This one was called the Burn of Cullen, even though we were nowhere near the town of Cullen. At the bottom of this burn we found this cave in the next headland, so we went in to explore and see if there was a way through. There was, but we decided to turn back and not get our feet wet. After backtracking a wee bit and scrambling up this bank we could see the small sandy beach and Peterhead Golf Course in the distance. This wee sandy beach was the Bay of Cullen. Even though Cullen is 15 miles from Macduff by road, we'll get to Cullen eventually but have to do a few more walks first. After walking on the edge of the golf course we got to Peterhead swimming pool down this path between the gorse bushes. The swimming pool is Art Deco style and was built in 1931. It was still too windy for the drone, so if you want to see some alternate angles of the pool, check out the link at the top of the screen of a previous video when we were swimming up here last year. We're almost at the end of another walk. I hope you've enjoyed viewing this section of Scotland's coast with me. If you want to see more videos like this and support my channel, hit subscribe to join my YouTube clan. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.